Hello students, I am Moushumi Moitra from Techno India Group Public School Shiliguri. I am here to discuss the class 12 mathematics chapter 2 inverse trigonometric functions. So first is you have to know what is inverse of a function. Inverse of a function f is defined by denoted by f inverse, and if it is 1 1 and onto. Now first you have to know what is 1 1 and onto function. So suppose one function f from x to y is said to be 1 1 if distinct element in x have distinct images in b. So f is a function from x to y. So fx is equal to y is a function if it is bijective, that means 1 1 and onto. So onto means if every element of B has at least one pre-image in A, or maybe every element of Y have its pre-image in set X. So here if it is a bijective function, then there exists another function g y to x, so that we can write it as gy is equal to x. Then g is the inverse of f, or we can denote it as f inverse. Now we will discuss here trigonometric functions, inverse of trigonometric functions. Generally, trigonometric functions are not 1 1 onto. So, but we can just convert it in inverse, that is that means inverse do not exist, but we can convert we can restrict their domains so that it become a 1 1 onto function. So let us see now. I have here drawn one graph of sine x. Okay. So here this graph I have plotted here. That is right side of the x-axis. The points are from 0 to right side pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, then 2 pi. Left side minus pi by 2, pi, minus 3 pi by 2 and minus 2 pi. Now check the values of sine x. If x is 0, so y means sine x is equal to 0. Next, if for sine x pi by 2, sine pi by 2 is 1. Then for pi, sine pi is 0. Same way, left side if we check for x is equal to minus pi by 2. So we will get sine minus pi by 2 is minus 1. Then sine minus pi is 0. Just before I have told you, that is a function can be 1 1 if distinct element of set x have distinct images in B. But if the same value of x is equal to 0, x equal to pi, x equal to minus pi, images are getting same. Images are getting 0 only. That means sine inverse x cannot be means for the sine inverse cannot exist. But if we restrict its domain from minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, then we can see at each and every point it has different images. So then it will be a inverse function. So that is the way we can restrict the domain, the range of every trigonometric functions like cos inverse, then tan inverse, sec inverse, cosec inverse, cot inverse, all. Now let us check the domain and range of inverse trigonometric functions. Here sine in excuse me, sine inverse x, its domain is minus 1 to plus 1 and its range is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Same way, cos inverse, its restricted domain is minus 1 to plus 1 and it is also defined between 0 to pi. Next, tan inverse x, it is domain is x in the real number and its range is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Then cosec inverse x, this its domain is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 except 0. Next is sec inverse x, its domain is 0 to pi except pi by 2 point. And cot inverse x, its domain is 0 to pi. So these are called the principal value branch also. Now we will discuss some properties of inverse trigonometric function. Here sine inverse x, just now I had shown in the previous slide, that is the range or the principal value branch. Now just check it. Sine inverse of sine x is equal to x. That means sine inverse and sine can be cancelled out, but we cannot cut it. We just omit it and we can write it x. But if we write only sine inverse sine x equal to x, it will be wrong. We have to mention the range. That is the principal value branch you have to mention. That is x belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Similarly, cos inverse cos x is equal to x. This here is also x belongs to 0 to pi. That means we have to mention all the range or all the principal values. There is one way to remember this, just see the previous slide. That is sine inverse x, then tan inverse x and cosec inverse x. These three range are almost similar. So when you will check all the functions, then you can check that this third quadrant, not a single function is there is range in the third quadrant. All are belongs to the first, fourth or second quadrant. Here sine inverse, this is the trick to remember, that is sine inverse x, cosec inverse x and tan inverse x. These three are almost same type of having range, same range. So minus 0 to pi by 2 it is first quadrant, and then minus 0 to minus pi by 2 it is fourth quadrant. So the sine inverse x, tan inverse x and cosec inverse x, these three are defined in this first and fourth quadrant. Next come on, that is to this tan inverse x. Here this minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, these 2 points are not included in the range. Why? Just check. Tan pi by 2, the value is infinity. So that means there is no such point infinity. That means there is no point in the range. So that if there is no point, it will not be included in the range. Then come on to the cosec inverse x. For cosec 0 degree also it is not, since sine 0 is 0, so 1 by cosec 0 means cosec 0 is 1 by sine 0, that means it will be undefined. So infinity, there is also, it is not included in the range. So minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2, but except 0 point cosec inverse x range. Next is cos inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse. These three are also similar type. That means these are range are in first and second quadrant, 0 to pi, first and second quadrant. So cos inverse is range is between first and second quadrant, 0 to pi. Sec inverse is also between 0 to pi, but except pi by 2 point. Cos pi by 2 is 0 degree. So 1 by sec is 1 by cos, means 1 by 0 is undetermined. So this 0 point is not included in this range. So here, sorry, this pi by 2 point is not included in this range. Then cot inverse x is also between 0 to pi. Then next slide I have discussed another properties are sine of sine inverse x, that is equal to x. So here this same thing, if we not mention that range, it will be wrong. So we have to mention the range, x belongs to minus 1 to plus 1. And same way cos of cos inverse x is equal to x. X belongs to range is minus 1 to plus 1. Tan of tan inverse x, x belongs to real number. Cot of cot inverse x, again same thing, is equal to x if x belongs to real number. Sec of sec inverse x is equal to pi if x belongs to real number, but except this -1 and +1 point. Same as cosec inverse, also cosec of cosec inverse x also is equal to x. Another property is sin inverse 1 by x, we can write it as cosec inverse x. Cos inverse 1 by x, we can write it as sec inverse x. Similarly, tan inverse 1 by x is related to cot inverse x. So the relation, you have to mention this also, the range. Then sin inverse of minus x, it is minus sin inverse x, tan inverse and cosec inverse. These three are the same. That is sin inverse minus x is minus sin inverse x. Tan inverse minus x is minus tan inverse x. Cosec inverse minus x is minus cosec inverse x. Similarly, cos inverse x, sec inverse x and cot inverse x are similar type. Cos inverse x, what is? That is equal to pi minus, cos inverse I am discussing first. Cos inverse x is minus x is equal to pi minus cos inverse x. Similarly, cot inverse minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. Then cosec inverse minus x, sec inverse minus x is equal to pi minus sec inverse x. Next, these are also important for solving the sums. Properties, that is sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Same, tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Then this is the sum of tan inverse x and tan inverse y. Tan inverse is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. And tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, similar type of formula. It is tan inverse, just the difference in the sign, x minus y by 1 plus xy. To tan inverse x is equal to sin inverse 2x by 1 plus x square. And to tan inverse x equal to cos inverse. These are also the three same type of formulas you can remember. At least one you remember. Then cos inverse to tan inverse x equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. To tan inverse x equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. Now we will solve few sums. Evaluate sin inverse sin 3 pi by 5. So if we write this is equal to only 3 pi by 5, this will be wrong, because we have to mention or we have to check our principal value branch or the range. So previously I have explained you that is sin inverse x, its domain is -1 to 1 and range is minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. That means this value of x or value of sin theta or whatever we can say, that should be between this minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Now 3 pi by 5, the value of this angle is actually 3 into 180, that is 540 by 5. So 5 ones are 508. So 508 108 degree, 108 degree, it is more than 90 degree. That means it is not belongs to this interval. It is in the second quadrant. So second quadrant, you have learned this in class 11, how to convert any angle. So second quadrant, any angle we are writing as pi minus theta. So here we will convert this angle as sin inverse of sin pi minus 3 pi by 5. So sin inverse sin 2 pi by pi minus 3 pi by 5, value is 2 pi by 5 is equal to, answer is coming 2 pi by 5, since this 2 pi by 5 is belongs to this interval or principal value branch. Another sum, just check it. Find the principal values of sin inverse minus half. So sin inverse minus half, in place of half, we know that it is a sin pi by 6 or sin 30 degree. So this is another property, minus of sin x is equal to sin of minus x. So that minus sign we have written like sin of minus pi by 6. So here minus pi by 6 is belongs to this range minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So we can write it as this is equal to minus pi by 6. So remember that always you have to mention this range or principal value branch, otherwise your marks will be deducted. Next is another sum, almost same type of sum. Tan inverse of minus root 3. You have to find out principal values. So sine root 3, value of root 3 is tan pi by 3. Now same way as sine minus tan x, we can write tan of minus x. Also minus pi by 3 belongs to the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So this is equal to minus pi by 3 we can write. Another sum I am showing you now. And the last sum, find the principal value of cosec inverse of minus root 2. Same way, root 2, value of root 2 is cosec pi by 4. So pi by 4 is the same way minus cosec pi by 4. We can write it as cosec of minus pi by 4. Here minus pi by 4 is belongs to this interval, that is a principal value branch. So we can write this as is equal to value is equal to minus pi by 4. So you practice this all the sums, this type of sums. From here you just check all the range, the domain. Range is very important to remember. You have to mention your range in each and every sum. So this much for today. Thank you.